Hi, this is KrystalPalmer, and this presentation is kind of an overview of my internship at the Family Crisis Center, winter semester 2016. First off, I kind of wanted to go over what the Family Crisis Center really is. It's passed by a lot since it's on Main Street, and I don't think very many people really know what they do. So the main thing that the Family Crisis Center does is it connects community members with available resources. They do a lot. They can sit in with clients, and they have a list of things that we can do and help and services we can provide as far as like medical attention, scholarships for school. They also do counseling. We can provide counseling. This is all funded through grants given to the Family Crisis Center. And they also help by doing the food bank, which is located downstairs. And they collect food from local stores or businesses that have expired food or that they can no longer sell, and we pick it up and we hand it out to the communities. We also have the thrift store downstairs, which is a great resource since people donate food, or not food, they donate clothes all the time, and pretty much everything from kitchen stuff to household items to clothes. They have everything, and all the proceeds go directly to the Crisis Center, and it helps the clients that we work with. We also provide a safe house for clients who are in immediate danger located in town. They also do advocate trainings, training community members to go out with police. They're on call during the night, and they can provide that service for the policemen if it's ever needed or wanted. And then another thing that they do is they have an English class they have throughout the week, and they also have a women's support group run by the Family Crisis Center. Another thing that they do is forensic interviews, which is taking when police need to interview a child who may have been abused. Children don't really want to open up to the scary policeman, so what we have is a room that has couches, and it's painted nicely, and it's clean and comfy. Make sure that it's warm in there and the child feels comfortable, and then we have a trained professional go in who works at the Crisis Center, and they interview the child, and it's more of a friendly environment to get them to open up. So that's just a few things the Crisis Center does. How I found out about the Crisis Center is I was just kind of Googling BYUI internships for marriage and family studies, and I inserted a link here, but I found this website, and it was really helpful because it had a list of a lot of the internships that had already been done, and they had already worked with BYU Idaho, and they had listed where they were and then a contact number. And for this one, I found that it was located in Rexburg, and that's where I was, and the contact was right there. So I just sent them an email with my resume and why I wanted to intern with them, and they got back to me, and we set up an interview, and it was really smooth. So some of the responsibilities interns have at the Crisis Center is the front desk. When you're at the front desk, you're in charge of interacting with anyone who walks in the door or is calling in. So they always told us that this is the very first interaction that clients who may be coming in for the first time get with the Crisis Center, so we need to make sure we put up a warm and welcoming front for them. We can also fill out food box request forms for our clients, since clients are often in need of more than just advocate support. Sometimes they're in need of other resources like food or clothes to help them get started again. We provide a box of food from the food bank they can pick up once a week, and we just fill out a form for that. Or if they're in need of other things like toilet paper or socks, then we can fill out a different form for them over the phone that we have to get approved by the case manager. But that's basically what we do. Sometimes people will call in wanting to volunteer, or what we do and how to help. We also direct those calls. We also do the thrift store. That's located downstairs. When you're at the thrift store station, you price items, hang items up, organize. You can pick up after the customer. Sometimes toys are dropped. We also handle transactions with the customers there. We also do the food bank. So that could be, going in the truck and picking up boxes of food from the stores, or it could mean you're downstairs and you're organizing all the food so it can go out easy and know where everything is. We also cross out the labels on the food so that people can't bring them back for a reimbursement. How I helped the Family Crisis Center. The Family Crisis Center is pretty much run by a lot of the volunteers that help there, and a lot of volunteers are different every week. We never really know who's coming what day until they're there, and then they might not be there the next week. So a lot of what I think interns can do for the Family Crisis Center, which is what I did, is you're there your set schedule. They know when you're coming in. They train you once or twice, and you know how to do it, and then you can help pass the message on to the other volunteers who may not come as often, or maybe something's changed. Another thing that I did was we provide presentations for high school students, raising awareness of domestic abuse, and sometimes interns can go along with the woman doing that and present to the high school students. An organization, a lot of the donations come in and they get piled up, and we have a system to organize all the clothes and items, but a lot of the times it comes in and all of that is full and we don't have anywhere to put the clothes. So we had to come up with a system to organize it. Had boxes and labels, and we got rid of a lot of stuff, and that was a big project that we worked on this semester. How I was benefited from the Family Crisis Center is I caught the service bug. I really enjoyed working with others in doing service for the community. One of my favorite parts was doing the food bank and gathering all that different food for community members or the clients, and it came with a sense of accomplishment and pride in what I was doing and who I was helping. So connections to class materials is, I think I really saw the abuse cycle throughout the internship. We would have new clients coming in who something had just happened in their relationship they didn't feel comfortable with. They would come in, we'd give them a rundown, set up a different appointment for them to come in the next day, or we would give them the address or the number for the women's support group, and a lot of the times they would never come back, or they would never call or meet their appointments, and that's because after the tension building and the explosion, then there's the honeymoon cycle where they think everything's okay. And then of course that tension builds up again, and then the explosion happens again. But that can sometimes take years depending on how severe it is or how long it's been going on. So that's one thing I really saw that we learned in class. Would I recommend this internship to other interns? One thing I was really looking for in this internship opportunity was to work with clients and be able to, maybe look into seeing what the advocates are doing and the process they go through and that kind of thing. And this internship didn't really provide what I was looking for, just because they do rely so heavily on interns and volunteers that they do need help other places. So they hire on a lot of interns, or so when those opportunities do come up where you can sit on with a client, it might be taken by a different intern, and then you might not have another experience for like the next 2 months. So if you're looking for more with clients, you can look for something else that might be a little more fitted for what you're looking for. But if you're looking for something that really deals with the community and service, then this would be for you.